Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is VTech. I am here joined by Twisted Jenny and my co-host, as always, Mr. Chris Mullins Jr. How are you guys
What?
doing today?
Good.
I'm doing great.
That's great to hear, Shane. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. So,
I
Uncle
just woke up.
Billy's back, and that's crazy. So, Uncle Billy's been pretty silent for, I'd say, at least the last 5 months.
He's been
silent
since the
for
end
a
of the
while.
lawsuit, since the end of the
Yeah.
court case.
Which I can understand. It was a big loss, and it was weird how it happened. But as a wrestling fan, at the end of the day, sadly, you just have to keep on moving on if you truly love wrestling, and you have to hope for the best for TNA, Impact Wrestling, as they're calling it now. But Uncle Billy's back, and for him, he looks to be taking ownership of the National Wrestling Alliance. No, the NWA is not dead. They still run around in their own little circuit. I wouldn't say they're more territories and territorial based as they used to be, but they're kind of more. They have this. I'm trying to think of a way to put it.
They have a banner.
Yeah. It's still a known, thing. The NWA is still a known thing. It's not as prominent or
It's an
powerful as it
alliance.
used to be.
It's an alliance of companies.
Yeah. Of course, we can definitely talk about how Uncle Billy was already kind of in. He was kind of in with the NWA. I mean, because TNA used to be with it also, and then ECW. Didn't ECW play a part also? With that NWA title, guys. And of course, Uncle Billy loved going to ECW stuff like that. He also ran his own indie company called Revolution Pro in Chicago, where we got guys like Aiden O'Shea, a couple more, but mostly Aiden O'Shea was kind of like the big one out of there that kind of moved on to Impact Wrestling. And what do you guys think about this? Uncle Billy's coming back to wrestling. It says that the deal, if it goes through, that you have the rights, the trademarks to NWA, as well as possession of all the titles. So that's pretty big.
It's huge for the wrestling industry. We all know, obviously, he brought a different brand of professional wrestling into the game.
Mm-hmm.
There was just always a different feel
When he was around, I
with
think there's a lot of confidence.
with the Billy Corgan produced Impact Wrestling stuff.
So
Everything felt a little different, and I'm excited.
I think we're definitely getting a good boom period. Because if you look at it, we got Lucha Underground, which is phenomenal. We got, Impact Wrestling now, which is merged with Global Force and taking away the TNA persona. That's going great. WWE is going great. New Japan, everybody else. The UK is going through a major boom period. I know Mexico and AAA, they're kind of having little problems down there with people leaving, but I think they'll, if the U.S. booms, it can only mean that everybody else is gonna, profit off it. Just like how the U.K. was booming, everybody in Europe was profiting off it like crazy. So Uncle Billy, I think, with him and his creative mind jumping back in, I think this could be a good thing for the NWA. Will the NWA be a threat to WWE or something like that? Probably not. But to a threat to
That would be interesting, though.
but not going to happen anytime soon. But in terms of being a threat to Impact Wrestling, most definitely. I think that if Uncle Billy plays it very aggressively, he could be a threat. If he gets the right deals in place for television and definitely marketing online, all the socials, stuff like that. So I guess we really have to wait it out and see what happens next. But tell me your thoughts on what Uncle Billy's gonna do now owning the National Wrestling Alliance.